If you use a Neti Pot, please, please, please do not use tap water when using your device. This is the thing, guys. Tap water really isn't safe for use as a nasal rinse, and that's what Neti Pots are. They're like sinus rinses, nasal rinses, things like that, because the water is not adequately filtered or treated. And we have to remember that some tap water actually contains low levels of organisms, bacteria, and all sorts of other stuff that you really just don't want in your nasal cavity. I mean, these things might be okay to swallow because we've got our stomach acid, right? And that will kill them. But in the nose and in the sinus passages and things like that, these organisms could stay around and actually cause potentially like really severe infections. Guys, this is super important. And it's not just like Neti Pots that are nasal irrigation devices. There's others as well. But no tap water here. I know you guys are going to say, so what should we be using? Guys, according to the CDC, you want to use only distilled, sterile, or previously boiled water. That's right. I'm going to explain what each is, by the way. Distilled or sterile water. You can buy that in the stores, right? So you're going to look for bottled water with a label that says either distilled or sterile. But when it comes to boiled water, what it is it's boiled and cooled tap water. It's boiled, the water's boiled for 3 to 5 minutes, then cooled until it's lukewarm. Previously boiled water, if you use that, it can be stored in a clean, closed container for use within about 24 hours, okay? This is the thing. I would stick with the distilled water. I would stick with the sterile water, the kind you can buy in the store, but that is instructions on how to boil it if you need to use it for like Neti Pots, sinus drainage, sinus irrigation, things like that. This is, again, according to the CDC. You do not want to use tap water for your nasal irrigation, okay? By the way, we're talking about 4 instances where you don't want to use tap water. Let's move on to the next, shall we? Okay. Let's talk about contact lenses. Now, I don't wear contact lenses. I have reading glasses. I don't wear them enough. I should wear them more. But this is the thing, guys. Please do not use tap water or homemade solutions or anything else that's like non-sterile to disinfect or store your contacts. The issue is potential infections, really bad infections, eye infections that can happen as a result of infection with amoeba, bacteria, etc. Some that can be actually particularly very hard to treat. You do not want to use tap water for this. So what do you want to do? You want to make sure you clean, rinse, and disinfect lenses with commercially made sterile solutions before you put them in your eyes. You want to also clean your lens cases with commercially made sterile solutions. And please don't use tap water, as we said, or homemade solutions or any other non-sterile solutions to disinfect or store your contact lenses. Also, don't use saliva either. The next thing is CPAP machines. Yes, continuous positive airway pressure. Those are machines to help treat for sleep apnea. This is something where you do not want to use tap water, okay? According to sleepfoundation.org, tap water, we can do a lot of things with that. But the thing is, it contains potentially minerals that can cause buildup or scaling on the CPAP machine. Or, as we talked about before, it can have some bacterial, bacterial remnants or bacterial growth that can also cause problems with your CPAP. Also, what I think is really interesting is tap water can also have additives like chlorine or fluoride that could harm the CPAP machine. These are the reasons why it says don't use tap water, okay? So this is the thing. It's really, really important to use the proper water, especially when we're talking about your CPAP machine. I know you guys are saying, what's the proper water? Well, distilled water is the best choice for CPAP humidifiers. That's right, because it tends to be a pure form of water that's free of minerals and bacteria. This is super important. And according to sleepfoundation.org, super important, if you use the wrong type of water with your CPAP, obviously it can cause bacterial growth, which we talked about, but also mineral buildup and scaling and things like that. All of this could cause problems to your machine, cause your machine to break down the components or things like that, or cause irritation to your airways. We don't want any of that, okay? And the last thing you do not want to use tap water with is your humidifier. That's right. Follow the directions on the box or how the humidifier comes, right? But many humidifiers advocate for distilled water, so go for the distilled water. And that goes the same, honestly, for all of the machines, like the contact lenses, the humidifier, the CPAP, the nasal irrigation. Follow the instructions on the box, on the machine from your doctor. These are some places where tap water is not the right choice. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert and video creator. Subscribe to my channel and click the little bell for updates on YouTube. Guys, also check me out at drjencaudle.com so you can see all of my updates and things like that. Lots of things going on my website. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.